This training material is the property of Accessible Tech Planet. Use of this material is restricted and permission must be sought before use. Do not sell or reproduce in any format without the permission of Accessible Tech Planet. Lesson 8.
More reading commands and how to save files or document. It's still me, your instructor, on this basic computer training. In continuation of our last lesson, we are learning more reading commands. That is, more ways to read while working on Microsoft Word page, or if you like it, say Microsoft Word document. I have a Microsoft Word page opened that I have typed on, so I will navigate there real quick so that we can learn more reading commands before we then move to how we can save whatever we have typed on a MS Word page. So I'm moving right away to the document I have prepared.
My report Word. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. My report Word. Print view. Edit.
So this is a document that I have earlier prepared, and it has multiple lines. It has some paragraphs in it, and we want to learn different reading commands different from the one we have learned. So during our last lesson, I told you something about how you can read everything on your document at a go, or if you like, say everything you have typed at a go. Today, we're going to first learn how to rewind while using the say all command and how to also fast forward. So let's begin by going to the beginning of our document. If you still remember, the key shortcut to do that is Ctrl+O.
Top of file. J. My report for a 4-day workshop on repairing and servicing of Perkins Braille machine and Braille.
Alright, that is the beginning of the document. So, to start reading from the beginning to the end by JAWS, or if you are using NVDA, you can do the same thing. I told you need to press Insert plus down arrow.
My report for a 4-day workshop on repairing and servicing of Perkins Braille machine and Braille embosser intermediate. Date Tuesday 6th through Friday 9th April 2021. Venue, NRCD Conference Room, FCE Special, OYO Facilitators, Rashid A.
Now, as this thing is reading, you can press the right arrow to fast forward.
Registrar Joseph A. Arawi, Chief OKO, Usman Provost.
I'm pressing the right arrow.
Tuesday, 6th April 2021.
You can see it is jumping forward. If you like, you can press the left arrow to go backward.
Chief Red Host, Department F, Department Rashid A. F, Venue, NRCD Conference Room, FCE Special,
You can see it has gone backward, and it will not stop. It will continue to read like that. Okay, now let's say you want to stop this reading. What do? You press the Control key once. At the press of the Control key once, the reading would stop. Alright, if you want to continue from where you stopped, you initiate the same read all command, which is Insert plus down arrow.
Usman Provost, Day 1, Tuesday, 6th April 2020, period.
Next is how you can spell a particular word. Let's say you are on a particular word and you don't know the spelling. What can you do to spell? Let me scroll to a particular word right now.
Ceremony.
Okay, this is ceremony. If I don't know the spelling of ceremony and I want to spell it, I'll press insert plus numpad 5 quickly. If you don't know where the numpad 5 is, let me quickly remind you. If you go to the numeric compartments, that's the numeric log of the keyboard, we talked about that in the beginning of our lesson. The first key there is
Numlog on.
That's the numlog key. If you press it, it says numlog on. If you press it again,
Numlog off.
numlog off. Now, while this numlog is off, alright, you need to now look for the key number 5, alright, on this compartment. You know that when it is on, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So that key 5 on this numlog, okay, row, on this numeric compartment, alright, is your numpad 5. When the numpad is off, that is when you are going to press it. So I am on ceremony. Let me be sure again.
Open ceremony.
Alright, so I'll press insert plus this numpad 5 twice quickly. I'll hold down my insert and press the numpad 5 2 times.
CEREMONY space.
That is it. I'll do it again.
CEREMONY space.
Alright, so it has spelled ceremony. Now, if you are not sure of which word your cursor is, maybe you are just reading and you left it and you are not sure of what word your cursor is and you really want to know, you can press insert plus the numpad 5 just once.
Ceremony.
Alright, so it has pronounced my current word. Right? Now, the next one is how you can read paragraph by paragraph. Reading paragraph by paragraph is done by pressing your Ctrl plus up arrow to read the previous paragraph and Ctrl plus down arrow to read the next paragraph.
The opening ceremony commenced at exactly 11:14 a.m. with an opening prayer by Mr. Mamodu Ridwan from Edo State, followed by the national anthem.
So I just press Ctrl plus up arrow and that has read the previous paragraph for me. If I press Ctrl plus down arrow, it's going to read the next paragraph.
After the national anthem, dignitaries present at the occasion were introduced and called to the high table. The provost of FCE Special Prof. K.O. Usman was the first person recognized, immediately followed by the deputy provost, Mrs. Ma Abimbola.
Don't forget, let me remind you how to press key combination. When you hear Ctrl plus anything or Ctrl Shift plus anything, note that you are going to hold down the first key or the first keys depending on how you have it. Then you press the next key. Then after you must have pressed it, it will start to work. If it is something you don't want to use anymore, you lift your hands on both keys. So to press Ctrl plus up arrow is to hold down your Ctrl, then press up
The
arrow.
opening ceremony commenced at exactly 11:14 a.m. with an opening prayer by Mr. Mamodu Ridwan from Edo State, followed by the next.
And you can read the next paragraph by holding down your Ctrl, then press down arrow. Alright? That is the way it is done. Now, the next reading command we want to learn is how you can read sentence by sentence. To read sentence by sentence, you press Alt plus up arrow for the reading of previous sentence?
Opening ceremony.
Alright, that's a sentence. Opening ceremony. Yeah, so if I want to read the next sentence, I'm going to press Alt plus down arrow.
The opening ceremony commenced at exactly 11:14 a.m. with an opening prayer by Mr.
Okay, with an opening prayer by Mr. Now, if you look at that sentence, it is not complete. It is not complete because the formatting of this document is not right. Alright, some words splitted to another line. Okay, we'll learn how to adjust all of these things while we are proceeding or advancing in our lessons. Now, the next thing we want to learn is how to read the font of a particular document. If you want to know the current font you are using, you can press your insert key and letter F to do that. Hold down my insert key, then F. Then I'll release my hands on board.
11 point. Default on default. Calibri. Normal style. Line spacing. 1 line. Paragraph formatting. Aligned left. Outline level. Body text.
Alright, so that tells me the font, and some other information about the document. If you want to know the color, maybe some colors are used in the document, you can get that known by pressing insert plus number 5. That's the number 5 on your 1, 2, 3 keys. Yes, the default 1, 2, 3 keys, not the one at the place you are. I said you can use as calculator. No, the next line after your function keys. Yeah, that's where you have the 1, 2, 3. So insert plus 5.
Default on default.
Default on default. Yes, that's because there is no use of color. So if we have colors here, it's going to tell you by the press of insert plus 5. The next thing is how you can read current line. Now let's say you are not even sure of the line that you are and you want to know your current line. What you do is to press insert plus up arrow.
The opening ceremony commenced at exactly 11:14 a.m. with an opening prayer by Mr. Momodu.
So that is the current line that we are. What if you want computer to spell this current line for you? You want to spell everything. You press your insert, then the up arrow twice quickly. Let's do that.
THE space OPENING space CEREMONY space COMMENCED space AT space EXACTL.
So that is how it will continue to spell until it reaches the end of the line. Yeah, it will continue that way until the end of the line is reached. Alright, that is all about the reading commands we want to learn. Now we are going into saving files, or if you like, call it saving documents. When you type something on Microsoft Word and you want to save it on your computer, what do? I'm going to be showing you two methods, okay, through which you can save your file or document. So I'm going to open Microsoft Word right now, and I will open it in a new way. Because I have a document already open and I want to open another one, I don't need to go to this search screen and start to type Word. I'll just use the key combination Ctrl plus N. Ctrl plus N is to create a new document when you are already in the Microsoft Word environment. Please learn that Ctrl plus N is the key shortcut to create a new Microsoft Word document because you are already in the environment of MS Word. So I'll press Ctrl N.
Control N. Document 2 words. Edit.
Good. It says document 2 words edit. That's because I already have some document open. So I'm going to type something and we'll learn how to save it. Let's type it is time to learn again. Let's put full stop.
Again, period.
So let me try to read what I have typed.
It is time to learn again.
Good. It is time to learn again. If we want to save now, let's go to method 1. I can save by pressing Ctrl plus S, and I'm going to follow the process from there. So let's press Ctrl S.
Control S. Backstage view. File list box. Save as 5 of 13. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Alt followed by FA.
Alright. Pressing Ctrl plus S takes you to what is called the backstage view, okay, from the Save As dialog. Yeah, so I'll press my Tab key.
Recent tab. To switch pages, press Ctrl plus Tab, Alt followed by FAY1.
That takes me to the Recent tab. I'll press it again.
No internet connection. It looks like you are not connected to the internet. You may not be able to access these folders until you go online. Recent folders list box. Documents 1 of 5.
Good.
Folder path. Documents pinned. To move to an item.
This has taken me to the recent folders used. And the computer is telling me that there are some folders that I cannot access without the internet. But the folder I want to use is offline. I don't need internet to access it. So once you are here, you can scroll with your up and down arrow to check the folders you have, then choose anyone you like.
Documents, folder, path, documents, scan, documents, documents, pinned.
That's one folder.
Desktop, folder, path, desktop, unpinned, and yesterday group.
That's desktop.
First term 1920, folder, path, documents, scan, documents, documents, first term 1920.
That's also
an older group.
A folder, but I'm looking for a folder called document, not scan document. So I'll press
desktop,
it again. I think
folder,
it's at the top.
Documents,
press your arrow.
Documents, folder, path, documents, pinned.
Good. Yeah, the one that says document, folder, path, document, pin. That's the one I'm looking for. So once you get to your desired folder to save in, you press enter once.
Save as dialog. File name. Edit combo. It is time to learn again. To set the value, use the arrow keys or...
Good. You heard save as dialog, file name. And the computer has automatically suggested a name for me. But I don't want to use that name. And I will advise you also to not always use that name. It is good to create a unique name that you can easily remember. So I'm going to type Hamed. Yeah, just to save it.
H-A-M-E-D.
Alright. So after typing the file name, you can press your tab key until you hear save button.
And save as type. Metadata row tags. Edit. Add a
So
tag.
pressing the tab.
Save thumbnail checkbox not checked. To check, press space bar.
Don't forget we are looking for save button. This is save thumbnail. It is good to listen to your jaws very well.
Toolbar hide folders button to active menu. Tools to move through. Leaving menus. Save button to activate. Press space bar. Alt plus S.
Good. That's the button we are looking for. Save button. If I'm here now, I can press the enter key or press the space bar to activate. But if you don't want to go through this stress, once you type the name of your file, just press Alt plus S and that will activate the save button automatically. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
Alt S. To activate, press enter.
Let's see if it has been saved.
It is time to learn again.
Good, it has been saved. So how to know if it has been saved is to try to read, because when you save a particular document, it returns back to the page you were typing on. Yeah, it's not going to close because you did not tell the computer to close the document, so it will return back to the page you were typing before, but that document has been saved. Now let me show you another function of this Control S, because you can use this Control S to do two things. We have just used it to save the document. Now if you are typing and you have saved the particular document you are working on, then you open it again and you make any adjustments. You need to press the Control S before you close that document, so that the adjustment you have made will be saved in the document. So let me try something. Let me go to the end of the file by pressing Control End.
Bottom of file. It is time to learn again.
Okay, I'll press Enter to go to the next line.
Enter.
Then type the computer teacher is here.
TAE THECOMPUTER teacher is AERE.
Sorry, I've forgotten that I'm teaching, beginners. I think I'm too fast in my typing. I apologize for that. So I think I'm done typing. Let's read.
Here. It is time to the computer teacher is here.
Good, the computer teacher is here. This was not there when I typed this document. If I close this document now, the computer will pop up that dialog asking me if I want to save. So in order to avoid that and to make sure the new things I have added are in this document, I'll just press Control S. It will save automatically. Let's do that.
Control S.
So it has been saved. If I make any attempt to close it, the computer will not ask me, if I want to save it again. It will not pop up that dialog. Okay, so that is the first method that we can use to save our document. To quickly go to the next method, I'm going to open another blank document by pressing Ctrl+N.
Control N. Document 3 words. Edit.
Let me let you know that it's not a must you do this. If you like, you can close Microsoft Word entirely and open it afresh. Alright, so let me type something. Please pay attention.
P-L-E-A-S-E.
Please
pay
attention.
A-T-T-E-N-T-I-O-N. Attention, period. Please pay attention.
Good, I have typed something now. Now if I want to save it and I don't want to use the first method, maybe it is too stressful for me, I'll just press function 12, that's F12. So let's locate our F12, F9, F10, F11, F12. If you are using a desktop, you can just press your F12. But if you are using a laptop and you press your F12 and nothing is happening, then you need to hold down your function keys. Don't forget, I told you where the function key is. So press F12 right now.
F12. Save as dialog. File name. Edit combo. Please pay attention to set the value used.
You see the difference in the first method and this method. The first method, I still need to choose the folder I want to save on before the computer asks me for the file name. But if you use this second method, automatically your computer selects document, okay, to save in. So whatever you are saving through this F12 method will be saved in document folder. So I'm going to type the name. Let me type Junaid.
U-N-A-I-D.
Alright, so and from here I can just press the enter key or tap to save button, then press spacebar can also use the Alt plus S to save, and that's what I'm going to use right now.
June 8, Alt S, edit unavailable, type in text, edit.
Good. If we try to read, you see that the document will be read.
Please pay attention.
Good. So that particular document has been saved.